Texas. At 290 pounds, Ron Bass. This is a one-fall, 15-minute time limit match. Referee Jerry Calhoun.
Well, I got to tell you, we got the United Nations debaters. That's all we got. Davis, Ron Bass, everybody wants to talk. Let's watch them wrestle.
All right. Well, he had his say a moment ago. He's in here against Bob Owens. Bass, heavy favorite in the match, no doubt about it. He has won some matches and some tough ones since he's been in the area. Bob Owens tangled in the top two ropes. Ron Bass not too interested in letting the referee get him free. That's finally out of the ropes. Bass with a suplex drops into the mat. Bass continuous talking all the way through the match. There's the stampede. 1, 2, and 3. That is going to be it. And Ron Bass with the stampede gets the win. Time on it was only 48 seconds.
I said, only one time is all it's going to take, Fuller.
48 seconds the time on it. The official winner of the match, Ron Bass. Referee Jerry Calhoun lending aid to Bob Owens as he leaves the ring area. Again, the time 48 seconds. Let's go over to Lance right now.
Yeah, Ron Bass comes up with the winner. Billy! Jerry? Bill Dundee, Jerry Lawler. Subject always of a lot of attention here. Bill,
Before we start talking about Wayne Ferris and Larry Latham, we got a couple of little things we'd like to tell you. Tonight, the Superstars going up to Greenfield, Tennessee. Thursday night, the Superstar, the King, and Jerry Jarrett's all going to be in Forest City, Arkansas. So all them pretty little girls come on down and see the three prettiest guys in the Mid-South, right? Now, to get back to old, what's his name, Wayne Ferris? Yeah. He stood out here and never answered your question, did he?
He turned around and walked off. Said, I'll answer those questions.
Well, let me tell you something, Ferris and Latham. You can keep the belt for exactly 4 weeks, because that's what you got for your next title defense, is 4 weeks. They can hide and run and do whatever they want to do. But right now, the belt isn't important. Ferris, I don't like you. And I know your cousin hates you. Larry Latham, you're nothing. All you are to me is a little... What, he looks like Santa Claus, don't he? Well, come Christmas time, brother, you'll have a job, because you're going to be at the wrestling business after Monday night. So you just hang around Memphis, wait for Christmas, put the big red outfit and the big belt. Then they'll give you another belt to hold that big belly in. But this time it's going to be a fight, Lance Russell, and I mean a fight, because I done got wound up, and I know the King's wound up. And when we get wound up, brother, there's nothing can stop us. And that's a fact, Larry Latham and Wayne Ferris. You take a look at the King and the Superstar, because they're the two guys that's going to put you right out of the wrestling profession. And that's a promise.
You know, I got an interesting reaction in there. Ferris working on the theory that if you say it enough times, maybe you'll convince somebody, the big lie routine. Talking about the battle that took place last Monday night, left you guys laying all over the ring. What a wild scene, but I didn't see you laying there. You were chasing in.
That's exactly right. And last Monday night, we picked up just where we left off down in Tupelo. And let me say, you know, you may be right about what he's thinking. If you repeat something enough, you begin to believe it yourself. Well, what he's repeated in his brain and what Jimmy Valiant drilled in that head of his was that I tried to keep him out of the wrestling business. Let me tell you something, Wayne, punk Ferris. We'll leave off the rock. You're just nothing but a punk. Let me tell you something, boy. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be in the wrestling business. Now, let's get things straight. He came to me one day and he said, hey, King, can you help me? He's teaching school up in some little hick town called Munford, Tennessee. He comes to me and says, can you introduce me to the right people? I said, I'll do that, but that's all I'm doing, because if you want to get in wrestling, you make it on your own, son, just like I did. So he did that. I introduced him to the promoters. He got booked. I got to admit, he made it in the wrestling business. Then he got with Jimmy Valiant, and that boy led him right down the wrong path. He told him, because Valiant hated me so much, he told him, hey, you need to quit hanging around with your cousin. Get away from him. He don't want you in the wrestling business. He's jealous of you. Well, let me tell you something, punk. Valiant led you down the wrong path, and you done gone too far to turn back now. I don't want you in the wrestling business anymore. You got it right. I'm going to get rid of you. I'm going to get you out of the business, punk. You mess with me one time too many. Come on down there Monday night. Bring that jerk partner of yours, and I'm going to beat the hell out of both of you.
Okay, Jerry. Tell you what, think it's about time we take time out and get back. We've got an exciting tag action match coming up, and we'll be back to that in just a moment. Coco in the ring in a pretty good while.
Right.
Coco was down on the Gulf Coast, has been around, and picking up some of that experience. Dallas Montgomery is right in the process of doing that himself. A young fellow that is getting it, and boy, what a tough team to go against. German team, we haven't seen all that much of the Gestapo, but Hans Schroeder we know. How about the introductions?
This is going to be a match to the expiration of time, introducing at a total weight of 505 pounds from Berlin, Germany. On the left of your screen, Hans Schroeder and the Gestapo, and going against them at a total of 435 pounds from Dallas, Texas, Dallas Montgomery. From Union City, Tennessee, Coco Ware. This match to the expiration of time, referee Jerry Calhoun.
Coco, we best remember that great drop kick of his. Boy,
Yes.
he really can get up in the air and lay one on you. He'll be starting in the first fall of an expiration of time match as Hans Schroeder pulls off the helmet and the belt, and the riding cop goes, and the Gestapo gets ready for it, and referee Jerry Calhoun is waiting patiently to see if we can get one of them out of there and get it started against Coco Ware. Gestapo and Schroeder go with Gestapo. Bell time, and here we go, off and running the opening fall. A little further discussion going on between Schroeder and the Gestapo as to how you work against Coco Ware. Coco, real good speed. As we told you, superb drop kick. And nice reversal in there as the Gestapo was coming off the ropes. Coco reversed it on him. Hooked the arm, took him right over and down. Gestapo saying he grabbed my mask. Plaintive cry of the guy who was on the deck. You can count on it. Pulled hair, grabbed my mask, grabbed my tights.